Okay, I had a bunch of work today. It's late. I'm not going to get a lot done. But I want to see if we can figure out so the problem is the bubbles that we made last episode that come up here and pop. These bubbles sometimes just stop like rendering appropriately. See, look at that. See that weird stuff? See, it shouldn't be doing that weird stuff. So we're gonna see if we can figure that out. But I'm also kind of curious. The reason I think that's happening, and I have no evidence for it, is just that it's just that we're instantiating a class called the same name, like left lava bubble or whatever, over and over and over, and then I think it's just getting confused. So I think what we need to do is give ourselves a table of lava bubbles, and then every time a lava bubble's popped, we need to remove that item from the table. We need to clear it from the table. And then when we instantiate it again, we put it in the table. Or we instantiate it in the table. Therefore, when we delete it, it's just gone forever, instead of just kind of being allocated and then forgot about, which is what I think is happening right now. And then we got to work on getting the bubbles, not tethered to the same spawn time. I don't know if we're going to be able to fix that today. But I wanted to take a look. I've done something similar like this in the CS50 game dev. I wanted to revisit it and kind of see how they handled it. So let's look at our playstate here. So here's the table they're giving for these pairs of pipes. And here's when they remove it, right? Cycles through all pairs of pipes, and then if remove, which is going to be like our popped, if popped, then remove it from the table. And then that also gives us a way to render all the bubbles just like this, how they render every pair of pipes. One thing I wanted to show you guys is the first jalapeno of the season. It was red already, so I cut it just like 10 minutes ago. But yeah, isn't that beautiful? First jalapeno from the garden. It's red, but it's still firm, so should be good. Oh yeah. Bro, what's candy? I grew this. I mean, I didn't grow it. It grew because of the environment I maintained it partially in. Oh my gosh, that's good. Wow. Gosh, it's really good. Heck yeah, man. Okay. I'm a little confused with this because the, look, that's it. It's so abstracted out, it's hard to see what's actually happening, but they're inserting a pipe pair. So here, this pipe pair function is an instantiation of a pair of pipes. So for us, it would be our lava bubble, because it's our class. So it would be lava bubble instantiation table.inserted into a table, which this one happens to be a table that is a method or a field, you know, an empty table. So this is the whole idea. We're going to insert, every time a bubble spawns, we insert it into our bubble pairs or bubble table. And then once it pops, we need to remove it. And then we need to render all of our bubbles. And then maybe that will fix our problem of the bubbles going all weird and wonky. So, that's a good jalapeno, man. Okay. If I'm just looking through this code to see if it makes sense, because I thought I saw that particle was still being rendered during bubble, which shouldn't be the case. Shouldn't be happening. So here I'm saying particle spawn becomes true if the counter is greater than the random spawn number. Then we're gonna move the bubble up. Then we're gonna, here, we should probably do this. We should probably comment some of this. Spawns particle at determined random spawn time. I also got a big shoot for work this week, and I have to prep some stuff for that still. So I can't be programming too late today, but we're gonna see what we can do. This moves particle upwards. This triggers bubble spawn once particle at top of lava. Then I think here's the problem here. So it gets to the top of the lava. We stop being particle spawn. We move on to bubble spawn. Then we're saying if we're bubble spawn, then increase the timer. Okay. No, and then if bubble timer's greater than 1/10 of a second, then bubble spawn is now false, and pop spawn is true. And then if pop spawn, then we're gonna increment timer. Once it's bigger than 1/10 of a second, pop spawn is no longer false. No longer true, I mean. And then self-popped gets true. So every particle should get particle, bubble, and pop spawn all turned false at some point. Yeah, so particle spawn gets false here, bubble spawn gets false here, and pop spawn gets false here. So I'm not exactly sure what was drawing our bubble on accident. But this renders, no, this triggers bubble spawn. Triggers pop spawn. No, this actually triggers pop spawn. And then this triggers popped. That's not the first time I've typed pooped instead of popped. Okay. So let's look at our play state here. So yeah, this is the So look right here. We instantiate two bubbles, which I think we should only instantiate them upon the I don't know. The reason it's okay we instantiate them right away is because we have this counter that won't trigger particle spawn until it's past whatever the random spawn number is. So even though we instantiate them right away, it doesn't mean that it draws them right away. And I think that's okay to have in the lava bubble class. Not exactly sure what to do otherwise. The habaneros are coming in too. It's gonna be brutal. Okay. I guess I'm gonna try kind of what the Flappy Bird thing was, which was give ourselves a table in the play state. An empty table, and then we're going to initialize the lava bubbles once in the play state init, and then what we're going to do in the update is once the lava bubbles, here, let me turn this off real quick. Once the lava bubbles spawn, so like, since they're called lava bubble 1, we want to say lava bubble 1 dot spawn timer particle spawn dot particle spawn. So if And this is a Boolean value, so we need to ask it as a if. If lava bubble 1 particle spawn, that's when we need to place our object into our bubbles table. So it's table.insert, and it takes 2 arguments. One is the table, and the second is the item to be inserted. And since we instantiate them separately, we don't need to put any parentheses or anything there, I think. And then we need basically the same thing. For the second one. Let me see if we're kind of tracking with 50 birds so far. So yeah, we give ourselves an empty table. Then we table.insert into our self.bubbles table. Yeah. A instantiation of a class of pipe pair, which we're doing this a little differently. We're not instantiating it here. We instantiate it right off the bat. Oh, you know what? If we only instantiate this once, okay. Yeah, so my reasoning is like if we clear, if we remove this lava bubble, then how does it insert a lava bubble 1 again? Because we've kind of removed it already, right? Unless, because I'm not exactly sure how init works, but I think it's yeah, we don't want this hard-coded. We don't want the X to be hard-coded. But then when are we drawing it differently? Guess I'm confused. Yeah, I guess I'm confused when we're doing the multiple bubbles. This seems to be only one bubble. See, so this is, okay, so this is where we were doing it. We were saying upon bubble being popped, we're assigning a new spawn point. Oh, see, look, yeah, we do a new instantiation of it here. I think that's where the problem was coming. Because our init had a lava bubble 1, and then we had this kind of override it. I'm not sure, actually, I'm just talking on my butt on that. I'm burning Blu-rays for my movie because the screening is on Saturday, and I'm just trying to figure out. I recorded commentary track for it, so I'm trying to figure out how to put both the normal audio and the commentary track on one Blu-ray, so you can toggle it on and off. Which I had figured it out, but the sound was only coming through the center channel. So I'm trying one more thing to see if I can figure out how to get it to be different. Okay, it's going. That's what I was checking on. That's part of why I've been so busy all day. I recorded that commentary track because I got production all week this week and my movie's screening on Saturday, so it's coming up fast. Okay, so I'm thinking we need to not initialize these here. I think we need to initialize them. Oh, I don't know when. Because if we put them in the update function, this update function gets called every second, and we don't want them to be called every second. So it's almost like we need it's like we need to move our timer, this counter, out. So yeah, I think we need to move this into DT. And random spawn and counter. So this can get messy. We're gonna try it though. It actually needs to be above these. And this is no longer. We need a couple things from our lava bubble, like right here. If we have a see, we don't need this in random. Ay. I've got not a lot of faith at this point that this will work. But if I talk myself through it, maybe we'll figure it out. So we need random spawn. To be. This is why I had it in the lava bubble class, because we need each instantiation of the bubble to be separated by random. But if we move it out like this, that just means we need to use it for when we instantiate it. So this needs to be in a block of code somewhere. Hard to wrap my head around this. We're given a counter, and we say counter gets counter plus DT. I don't really like that we're doing that, because you know what? Like, what if we just I don't know. I don't like that this would be counting in the update function. So we're going to have to figure something else out. I think once we're popped, we need to set a random spawn end time instead of a dead beginning time, if that makes sense. Because the timer would be like, wait a certain amount of time, then make one, then pop, then wait a certain amount of time, then make one and pop, instead of make one, wait till it pops. Once it's popped, wait a random amount of time. Then once that's over, make one and draw it right away. And then once it's popped, wait a certain amount of time, which I think that's the way to do it now, for whatever reason. Jimmy's climbing around. Okay. Shoot, man. Okay. It's hard to wrap my head around this. When do we initialize the first lava bubbles? And where do we do it? I guess we can do it now. Shoot. But see, we don't want to insert lava bubble 1 into the table every frame. How did they do it in here? Look, it's update. If the self timer is greater than 2, then you insert and then reset the timer, count the timer. Okay, so with this example, pipes spawn every 2 seconds, but we're not trying to do that. We're trying to spawn them randomly, so we need to say what? Let's give us the counter again. And counter instead of timer compared to that code. So we need to only shoot, man. So yeah, we don't want to do it. Now that we moved the particle spawn outside of the timer, we don't need this line. But we do need to, our counter gets counter plus DT, and then see, I don't want to do this random in the update function because I'm not trying to get a different random every yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put the random spawn in the init, and that's just the first random spawn. Will be, oh my god, I don't know how to do this. If we put it in the init there, we're gonna get one random number assigned in a random spawn. Then if we say self.random spawn, we need to update counter. Then we need to say, oh look, I already have this. If counter is greater than the self.random spawn, then particle spawn gets true, but it doesn't know what particle is. It would need to be lava bubble 1 dot particle spawn gets true. But yeah, I mean, we need to do it for both lava bubbles, but counter gets 0. Counter gets updated by DT. If counter is greater than random spawn. Okay. Then we need to reset random spawn. Counter is greater than whatever our random number is, then we're gonna spawn the particle of our bubble 1. But the thing is, our bubble 1 doesn't even exist yet. We need to instantiate it. And when do we instantiate it? We instantiate it here once the timer's passed. No. Didn't I just say we're gonna try to do it afterwards? I think we need to do this. Wait. So yeah, they instantiate it. Huh. So they don't have in this code, they don't have a instantiation that gets saved. Oh God. Like, they're not saying there's a top pair, there's a I don't know how to explain this. But see how, like, here's a bird class and it's being assigned into a variable called bird. Right here, they're instantiating a pipe pair, but they're not assigning it into a value, they're just inserting it into the table. But we are drawing the bubbles based on the names bubble 1 and bubble 2. Blu-ray just finished. I still got work to do tonight. I might have to call it soon. It's just gonna be so gross to leave this in this unfinished state. Oh, crap. Let's just keep going. Let's keep if we forget what I said about the spawn time be after the pop, we're gonna just do it at the beginning again, but we're gonna say if counter is greater than the random spawn, then initiate our bubbles. And this is exactly what I don't want to do though, because I want them to spawn at different times, but maybe we can figure that out with the seed being different. I don't know. No. we need two different spawn times. We need a spawn time for bubble 1 and a spawn time for bubble 2, and do these appropriately. But let's just see if we can get it working both at the same time, and if this is fixing that render error. Because if it doesn't fix that, then we need to do something wholly different. So if our counter is bigger than our random spawn, we are gonna spawn a bubble, spawn 2 bubbles, then we are gonna insert those bubbles into our table. Okay, so we can only insert those if counter is bigger than our self random spawn. Then we reset our random spawn, and it should be a bigger number because they still have to pop. So we'll just add 2 seconds there. So since we're resetting a random spawn, we can't insert another lava bubble 1 into that table just yet. But then we need to say, we need to update both lava bubbles. Oopsie. We need to update both lava bubbles. Then we need to check to see if they're popped. And if they're popped, we need to take them out of our table. So we can say if lava bubble 1 dot popped. I swear to God, I typed pooped like nobody's business. If lava bubble 1 is popped, then did I get rid of our left spawn point and stuff in here? I don't know if it ever was in there. This is where we swapped, the 2 values. Either spawn it at x is 11 or x is 22. But we need to do, actually, yeah, something just like that again. But, so we're giving ourselves a table called left spawn point, and left meaning lava bubble 1 is the left 2 bubbles, and lava bubble 2 is the right 2 bubbles. So we're saying, give us a random spawn point, either 11 or 22, and then you're gonna, actually, first thing you're gonna do is table.remove what table you ask, our self bubbles table, and what value you ask, lava bubble 1. So we're taking lava bubble 1 out, and this is the part that's hopefully fixing what I thought was the problem, which is we're getting rid of that instantiation of lava bubble once it's popped. So there's only ever going to be one lava bubble 1 instantiation and one lava bubble 2 instantiation. That's the goal. So we're going to take that out. We're going to assign the spawn point, and then we're going to instantiate a new lava bubble at the spawn point, and then we got to do the same thing. Insert our new lava bubble 1 into our bubbles table. And then we need to do the same for lava bubble 2. So yeah, if lava bubble 2 is popped. I swear to God, I typed pooped like a madman. Lava bubble 2 is popped. Then we're gonna remove from our bubbles table our lava bubble 2 index. Then we're gonna give ourselves 2 different spawn points, or we're gonna give ourselves one of 2 different spawn points, and then we're gonna instantiate a new lava bubble 2 at that spawn point. Then we're gonna insert into our bubbles table a lava bubble 2 instantiation. And let me look what happens when it gets popped. Popped gets true. We're never... Popped only gets false once it's instantiated, so I think that's okay. Because it's like, it waits till it's true, then if it's popped, we take it out of the table and we reinstantiate something new, and it gets instantiated as false. So I think that's okay. Okay. Then, is that all we need to do? We still render I guess let's give it a shot. Got no idea what to expect. Well, lava bubble 1's a nil value. And it's because it's trying to update lava bubble 1 when it doesn't exist yet, because it only exists at the counter, and we have the counter so it doesn't instantiate a bunch of lava bubbles. So maybe we do need it. If we instantiate it in the init function for the first time, then in the update function we insert... Actually, no, why can't we insert it in the init function also? I'm not exactly sure. Then we can wait to trigger the particle spawn. And we're only triggering lava bubble 1 particle spawn. Okay, so let me try this. We're gonna take our initial instantiations and do it right away. And anytime I say instantiation, it's talking about the object-oriented class that I'm using here, called lava bubble. So it's like calling lava bubble class makes an instantiation of a lava bubble object that we assign into our lava bubble 1 variable. So that's why I call it that. So we instantiate it. I think we also need to insert them right here. Put them in the table right away. Then we say we set our random spawn up here initially. So then we're gonna wait until the counter is greater than the random spawn. Then we're gonna spawn both bubbles, and we need to separate this out so they don't spawn at the same time, but for now I'm just trying to see if it fixes our rendered problem. We're gonna particle spawn both of our lava bubbles, which will trigger the animations. Then we're resetting our random spawn so that we don't mess with our particle spawn here. Actually, let's just put this to 7 to be safe. Then we're updating our bubbles. Then once our bubbles are updated, I'm checking if they're popped. And then doing new ones. Okay, let's see. Okay, so far so good. Let's wait for the bubbles. Cool. Number expected got table. 63 in our play state. Number expected got table. So I might be using table.remove incorrectly. Table.remove. It takes in a... Okay, so this is backwards. I had it backwards. It takes in the index you're trying to... Wait, hold on. Maybe not. No, yeah. It's taking in the table of whatever you're doing, and then the index. So, god damn it. Why? The table first, yeah, then. What did debugging say? Bad argument 2. Number expected got table. So remove. This is expecting a number, but it got a table. Why does it want a number? Oh, it wants, okay. Shoot. So the number it wants is the index, because as far as Lua is concerned, everything's a table. So it's like, you know, there's 2 indexes in our table. It needs to know, I can't just say it, hey, it's the, I can't just tell it, hey, it's the lava bubble 2 index. Even though that is an index in there, it needs to know the number of the index. Which I guess is, it's it's hard to say because if they spawn at different times, they'll be at different indices depending on when they spawn. So I think I need to assign how do I insert trying to insert a lava bubble at a specific index. Table, let me look up table.insert. Takes in a table and then a value. Yeah, not a index. I think I need to have their own tables. I don't know how to do it otherwise. Like I need a bubble 1 table, self bubble 1, and then a bubble 2 table. And then that way I can pass in index 1 and it'll always be the correct bubble because we only put 1 bubble in there. So bubble 1 is a table, bubble 2 is a table. Then we need to say if bubble 1 is popped, put it in the bubble 1 table. Then the table.remove is not lava bubble 1, but index 1, which will be our lava bubble 1. But it only becomes our... Where do we put it? Oh, here. We need to put it here. So we populate our bubble 1 table with a bubble 1 object. We populate a bubble 2 table with a bubble 2 object. Then we say we wait to trigger the particle spawns on those bubbles. Then if bubble 1 is popped, we're going to remove from our bubble 1 table index 1, which will be bubble 1, lava bubble 1. Assign a new spawn point, and then insert into our bubble 1 table a new lava bubble 1 with new spawn point. Then same thing with here, bubble 2, and instead of removing that, you can't do that. Remove argument 2 wants an index, which we're now giving it. And then instantiating a new lava bubble 2 with new spawn points. And then we're inserting into our bubble 2 a lava bubble 2 object. Maybe that'll work. Maybe. So far, so good. We got bubbles. They pop. We got bubbles. They pop. And fuck it up. Same problem. But look, it fixed itself. Nope. I mean, they kind of work. You know, is this a feature now? Somewhat busted bubbles? Who would have thought the freaking bubbles would take 2 episodes to not fix? I guess I only spent 1 episode not fixing it. This one, I was making the problem last episode. I don't know what to do. I think the next plan of action is to just print out some debugging for the bubbles and see if we can see what's going on. You know, because right now I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if the bubble tables are getting cleared correctly. I don't know if yeah, I don't know why it's doing it. I don't know why. Okay, well, I tried. I programmed today. I tried. I'm gonna get add everything with a message saying tried to refactor bubble spawns into playstate. Still busted bubbles. Okay. But we tried, guys. Get P to push. We tried. We're gonna try debugging a bit more tomorrow, see if we can't, you know, either debugging or literally just looking through the code again and trying to piece together what's wrong. It's hard to visualize it, but we did pull out a lot of that logic into the play state, and we are getting it, at least we're getting it to the same, you know, it's not more busted now, it's just like my idea for the fix didn't really fix it. So we just have to see what's really going on. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I got a lot of work to do still. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.